The hostages in Gaza have been there for over 100 days now. Let's hear what some of the family of those hostages are saying.
Back with our world lead, Israel believes 105 hostages are still alive in Gaza.
105 hostages left. According to NBC, 240 were taken into Gaza, so over half of them have died already.
And at least a third have chronic illnesses that require medication. Just moments ago, an IDF spokesperson said he cannot guarantee that medicine reaches those hostages, despite news of this deal brokered by Qatar.
An important point to mention here, apparently, that's not the correct pronunciation of, how do you say it? Qatar.
Hamas apparently agreed to do it as long as Palestinians in Gaza also get aid, at least 1,000 boxes of medicine for every one to the Israelis. 4 of the hostages are members of the Bibas family. They were kidnapped by Hamas terrorists on October 7th from the kibbutz near Oz. Parents Yardain and Shiri, 4-year-old Ariel, and Kfir, whose first birthday is today. Jimmy Miller, a cousin of Shiri Bibas, joins us now. Thank you for joining us. We're seeing images of a sad celebration of Kfir's first birthday at kibbutz near Oz. What is your message to the world as Kfir turns 1 while being held by Hamas?
Okay, so first of all, good evening from Tel Aviv. I think that Gaza could be nice like Tel Aviv if there was, human persons over there.
Let's hear that bit again.
If there was, human persons over there.
If there was human persons over there. Dehumanizing language.
Okay, what am I thinking? So actually I'm thinking that it's very, very bad that child that have only 1 year old is captivated and is in the, in Gaza. Kfir Bibas is not the enemy of the Hamas. The Hamas don't have any rules, any rules even from the Quran, because in the Quran you cannot do damage to kids, you cannot do damage to animals, you cannot do damage to all people, and you cannot do damage to women.
That's a fair point. He's obviously read the Quran, this guy, with the laws of engagement. You can't damage trees or innocent non-combatants. Fair point.
So the Hamas breaks all the rules of the Islam. Okay, so yeah, it's very, very sad that his first birthday it's over there in Gaza. I don't know if even Shiri know that it's the day of his birthday. We don't know if she knows the day that he needs to celebrate his birthday. Probably they don't, celebrate it somehow over there. And we are very, very sad, all the family, about the situation of all the hostages and about the situation of our family.
What's your reaction to the news of a deal that supposedly will allow medicine to get to the hostages? And do the boys, Kfir and Ariel, do they need any medication?
Of course. Ariel have atopic dermatitis in his skin, and in Israel he all the time gets creams and things like that. And Kfir, is a small baby. He probably needs vitamins, he needs his formulas, he needs, anything that a small kid needs, like diapers, like cream for his teeth that's growing right now. And it's terrible to know that they don't get it until now. I really hope that the Hamas, get it somehow and bring them to them this, minimum things that they need.
Does this announcement...
And if you are asking me...
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. If you are asking me about the medication that they get, I will not believe to nothing before that I'm going to see that they really get the medication. We don't know who's going to bring them the medication, if they're going to change the medication, if they're going to give them, a plasma medication, not real medication. And, the situation that they get from here, from Israel, before 103 days, it's not the same situation that they are right now, the people over there. The people right now over there are very, very, skin. They are very sad.
Some of the families of the hostages are actually looking to sue the Israeli government for their complicity in what happened in allowing it to happen?
They probably have, many others, they are sick and many other things, not the same like they was sitting that when they've been over here in Israel. It's a completely different situation.
It's been more than 100 days since your family members were kidnapped from kibbutz near Oz. Yeah. Tell us what you miss most about your cousins.
I miss to see them laughing. I miss to see them hiding, running, doing funny things, running in the kibbutz. Send us nice pictures of the holidays that they celebrate. I would like to see the first steps of a kfir walking. I would like to see the first teeth, growing. We would like to see many things that we cannot see it, and we don't know what's the situation. We don't have any conditions and any proof about nothing about them.
Do you think that the Netanyahu government?
It's very sad.
Do you think the Netanyahu government is doing enough to get the hostages home?
I think that he tried to do enough things to bring them home, but the Hamas thinks that is very tough, and he tries to make everything complicated, and that's the situation. Every time that we are start to dealing something with them, so they want more, and so it's very difficult to negotiate with them.
You seemed to dodge the question there. The question was about whether or not the government were doing enough.
They are very problematic, these guys, The things the proof is the things that they make over here, in the same day, so you can see that they are not humans. If they were humans, so they should understand that they make a big mistake.
Yet again, more dehumanizing language.
In the same day, and they can say sorry somehow, but they don't know to say sorry, and they don't want to say sorry. They start and they begin to make the same things that they make before.
Jimmy Miller, thank you so much, and we say happy birthday to Kfir in captivity.
It's not so happy. It's not so happy, It's not so happy because we don't know really the situation, but we really hope that everybody over there in the United States, that they have a little bit power against the world. They will start really moving something so we can get our hostages back at home as soon as possible, because every day over there, it's going to kill them. Every day we have less and less hostages over there. And, I think that in every other country in the world, if the Hamas was exist over there and he was making these things, Gaza didn't exist in 24 hours, any other country in the world, Gaza was disappeared from the map. Yeah. Just disappeared from the map.
He seems to be talking about destroying Gaza completely, this guy, but how's that going to bring the hostages home? Half of them have already been killed. How are you going to bring them home if you destroy Gaza? But there's a good recovery from the presenter coming up now. He kind of offended him with that happy birthday comment, and he's going to do a bit of a recovery now.
We honor
we are different.
We honor the sad birthday.
We honor the sad birthday. Good recovery there. And crucial comment from the guest, we are different. We are different.